Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel. My name is Martindogger. This is a T1 Heavy, and this is currently the most OP tank in the entire game. And why is that? Why do I come to that conclusion? What made me reach that conclusion? I got a few replays of the T1, and to be honest, I haven't been getting as many replays in the T1 as, say, in a month or two now? 2, 3? It wasn't a tank that was really often played, but then it was buffed. And then I decided to do some research, because I knew it gotten a bit strong, but it's pretty much overbuffed. This tank, this will get nerfed back. Maybe not monstrously back towards what it was, because it has some obvious frontal weak spots around the driver's area, which any tank can penetrate. It is by no means a tank that delivers a lot of firepower. It doesn't have brilliant DPM, nor does it have brilliant penetration. The alpha damage that it does on its top gun, it is good, but by no means monstrous, because the gun you will mount maximum is a 76mm gun, and that means that you do 160 damage per shot. But then again, it's a tier 5 heavy. It is a proper heavy tank. It's a battle bus. It's a real rammer once you get it up to speed. Mobility wise, it's not bad at all, and it has a huge target. You can see the sides are really wide. Basically, it's the same as the Goose tank, and the Goose tank was obviously based on the Tier 1, and the Tier 1 was then later in reality that was redesigned and some new bits added. America basically wanted to have the tank in the European theater of operations, so they made the M6. And the Tier 1 is just that. And if you're looking at the Goose tank, that's a Tier 8 tank. So don't make any mistakes about it. This is not a Tier 8 tank in a Tier 5 body. This is a Tier 5 tank. But those frontal weak spots that were there were pretty much removed in update 6 point whatever. I don't know when they were removed, but they were removed. It's not impervious from the front. You can cut through the front plate still. It is a rounded transmission plate, and tanks can go through, no problem whatsoever. But if you have it angled like this, if you can protect your woeful sides, which are completely open, as you can see, they are really big. But if you can hide those spots, then you can dish out damage fairly efficiently. And because it's just such a big tank, and all the tanks in Tier 5 have been nerfed, and this tank will see Tier 4 as well. This is a full Tier 5 battle. It's going to be a Tier 5/4 battle in the next one. If you're bottom tier, you have to be a little bit less aggressive, as Capricci is doing here. But look at this. Boom. And that will sit like 1 hit point left. But by ramming that SU-85, he knocked off quite a bit of health. And he's bounced only 1 shot from the ram, who then misses him. But that's what does 190 per shot, and that ram wanted to go in really quickly. And he bounces an APCR shot on the turret side from the ram panzer. But yeah, even a ram panzer would not want to ram a T1. And at long distance, in a duel like this, it's pretty much toe-to-toe. It's just damage trading. It's just shot trading. But people in this tank are currently pretty active in terms of shot trading, because I've done a little bit of research. I went onto the blitzstars.com website towards the tank zeitgeist, and there I decided to look at the 90 days win rate currently in terms of tanks. And if you then look at the last 90 days win rate, this tank sits on top. Yes, it sits above the Foch 155. It even sits above the VK3601H. It deals more damage in terms of damage ratio than the Foch 155, 1.68. It deals more damage than an STB. It deals even more damage than the Progetto Mod M40 165, which is a good damage dealer. It is, I think it's currently the biggest damage dealer as well. Now, let's take a look at that. Last damage per battle, last 90 days. That's just the real damage indeed. I can't see the damage damage change. No, I can't see that. I can't see the damage ratio, but 1.68 and the Foch 155 has 1.62. That speaks volumes. Well, Capricci finishes off this Ram Panzer by angling his tank basically, and that's what you have to do. Well, angle. You can't really angle with it like you would with a KV-1. But the sides, to be honest, they are not that bad at all. If you side scrape a little bit, say you point the gun over the track wheel, keep it on the inside of the track wheel, then you should be fine against basically every tank you will be facing. Mind you, if they shoot you above the track wheel or straight into your into your side armor, it's not really that apparent, but you just aim above the tracks and you will be able to penetrate even with a KV-2. And, with a KV-1. And if you have a tank destroyer in tier 5, you will be able to penetrate. But, if we're going to look at, say, a dumbed down and nerfed Panzer 4D frontally with AP, you have no hope in hell if a tier 1 heavy is hull down. Yes, you will be able to penetrate that beak because that's a rounded shape. That's only 83 mils, but it's rounded, so it is troll, as Wardonk is going to show us here. And the battle burst, it's really big. This camouflage looks epic, by the way. I like this one. It's the only available ambition, but I want it. I want it for all of my tanks. But Wardonk in the T1 Heavy is going to show us how to miss a shot on the Panzer 4D and then bounce from the Chinu. And the Chinu is rolling back, and that tank has only got the stock gun. So yeah, he's going to shoot it back because that's the game. You shoot them, they shoot you back. And he's just going to go hull down and keep it simple. That's the red battle burst rolling in. 156 damage dealt. And just move forward a little bit. You can see his team is completely scattered across the map. Completely spread out. But thankfully, this is tier 5. So you can rectify mistakes like that. Rectify mistakes that you may have made. Rectify mistakes that your team has made. Not all is lost when your team is spread out like this. Like it would be in tier 10. But I digress. Back to the armor inspector, back to the armor profile of the tier 1 heavy. That front plate can be penetrated even by tier 4 tanks with AP. But the rest of the armor, it's pretty ludicrous. We're going to take a look at how it looks from the perspective of a, let's say, what's the good one? Mattel Black Prince. That has a good gun. Has no hope in hell. It can penetrate the vision slot on the driver's seat, it can penetrate the sides, left and right of the gun mantlet, it can penetrate that rounded beak. But the rest is so strong that you are a top tier bully basically. And this is a 0 versus 4 now. Yes, he's top tier, and yes, the Reds are completely stupid, and they think, oh, that's just one tank, let's just rise up against him and then try to kill him. And Warnock is just going to relocate. Well, there's no way he will be able to save his teammates. He bounces a shot from the A20, he's then going to go roll in there. And he has got some work to do, as you can see. He's got 1 kill so far, 1000 damage dealt, not too shabby at all. Hello, A20, I know the map, you don't, bye-bye. Oh. Goodish roll, 162 board, average. Gonna shoot him again. There we go. Yes, thank you very much. 2 kills, 2 versus 5. And like I said, it is a proper seal club. If you want to really raise your win rate and feel dirty about it, then shoot players like player underscore number thingy Chinu and just play a T1 heavy, because it will be nerfed back. Is that then needed? Well, there will be people who will start saying, well, this is all due to update 5.5. I don't like the lower tiers. I don't like to play in the middle tiers. Well, if you have played a lot of games, then you should not be in these tiers. This should be a bit of a safe playing ground for players like this T1 Heavy, who is trying to show his ass to Wardonk. and then it's gonna run away, and then get shot again in the back. There we go. This should be a safe place for most of the players. And yes, I do play tier 5 from time to time as well. I do get some games there as well. But if Wargaming keep over buffing tanks like the VK36 O1H, like this tier 1 heavy, maybe even the M6, yes, they've nerfed the KV2 back. But other than that, it doesn't feel quite fair if you know the maps, if you know what the tank can do, to have a tank with this frontal armor. New players just panic when they see this. They see this big battle bus coming, buzzing and driving and brawling towards them, and they have no chance of penetrating it. And if you are in a Stück 3, then you might, but not if you do this. Hello! Right. Maybe he was just fed up, but I don't know. And then the T1 Heavy can be cleared. No, there's a Panzer 4D first. T1 Heavy is obviously the main target. There we go. Clearing. Oh my god, lol. And this Panzer 4D has been able to retain his hit points, and he's trying to do his best. But he has been nerfed back in terms of DPM. He repairs his ammo rack, and then he's like, oh, what the hell, let's just go in all guns blazing Euro normal style. Ram the T1 Heavy. Boom. 7 kills. 2,600 damage. And yeah, that's a big lol indeed. Most OP tank currently in the game, the T1 Heavy, and this, as you can see, was a nice mastery with a Resenia and Kolodonov and the lot for Warbonk. So yes, if you are a new player, if you've just downloaded the game, and if you're looking to start a new line or just your first starting line, I don't think you can really go wrong with the American Heavy line currently. This tank, the T1 Heavy, is really strong, pretty much overbuffed. The T29 will be buffed in 6.7, which will hit tomorrow, get a bit more of frontal armor on the hull. It is a good hull down tank. American Heavies teach you that really important skill of playing hull down, keeping your tank hidden, and using the terrain. So yeah, the T1 Heavy is just a good starter at the moment. A bit OP, pretty much overpowered, but for new players, not too bad in my opinion. My name is Martindogger. I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers and happy tanking.